Family, it's your favorite queer radio personality, Anna DeShawn here. You already know this is another exclusive interview for Queer News, and we've got Wyn Starks in the building. What's going on, Wyn?
Hello, Anna. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to hear a little bit about you, okay? So, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my God. I believe in you and me, Whitney Houston.
Oh, you busting Whitney Houston out on karaoke?
I love a good Whitney. I love a good Whitney. Not everybody can do Whitney, and I can't do everything Whitney. So I pick and choose. You know what? The best one that I pull off. You know.
Well, I can't pull none of it off, so I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for that. Okay, if somebody was to go through your phone right now, what song is getting the most plays in the playlist?
The most plays of Who I Am is number one for sure.
Of course.
But what I love is just bringing people to my other music too. That because I released my album in 21, so in 2021, and to see the love that it's getting and the people I always love listening to an album you can listen all the way through, and that's what I've been hearing from people, so that makes me super happy. But definitely Who I Am is number one.
For sure. Okay, what song outside of your own song are you listening to the most right now? Or maybe who is your favorite artist right now?
Jasmine Sullivan is my favorite artist. I love her latest album, Hotels. It's real, it's raw. One of the songs on there is Lost One. And that one, I play that all the time. It reminds me a lot of my brother too.
Yeah.
He loved her as well and loved her vibe, and so that's definitely one of my favorite artists I'm listening to right now.
Yeah, we fans of Jasmine Sullivan around here.
I love it.
That's a good one. That's good.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so it might be Jasmine Sullivan. I don't know, but who is that one dream artist you'd love to do a collab with?
Jasmine Sullivan. No, that's definitely one of them for sure. Her. Oh my God. There's some icons and some goats in the thing that I would love to, like Elton John and just like those are my dream. And for the icons we still have, I just I would love the opportunity to be able to, do something with them. That would be a dream come true. These people that I'm influencing me to do what I do today would be a dream come true.
Absolutely. And tell the good people, I know who you are, but tell the good people, who is Wyn Starks?
Wyn Starks, I am, I am an artist. I am an activist at heart. I always say I am. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, born and raised. Like I said, I've been living here in Nashville for the past 6 years, working on my artistry, it's been a journey in becoming Wyn Starks. And I appreciate Nashville so much because it helped me to just connect with the right people, find my tribe, and then really start to come into myself, the artist I am, the person I am. And I'm on that journey still, but I get to take so many people with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we're all in that journey of finding ourselves, loving ourselves, becoming the best version of ourselves. So now I feel like I get to do that with so many more people and with so much more love and support. So
I love that for you.
Who I am. There's a lot more. I'm a little crazy sometimes. I'm a little...
Tell us more.
But you'll get to see some things, you know what I'm saying? They say never meet your heroes. No, I'm just kidding. I always want to be somebody that, you're glad to meet your heroes. You know what I mean? So,
period.
I love when I meet artists that I look up to and they just end up being, or just anybody in the industry or, and or a celebrity and you meet them and they just are as beautiful as you imagine. That's always, that I want to always give to people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how.
Yes. Yes. Have you had one of those moments when someone recognized you and it really touched your heart? Have you had one of those moments?
Well, I mean, AGT was a huge moment for me. Not that they recognized me, but that I could even see these people I grew up like Simon Cowell, growing up listening to him, and then you see like You know, he scares people. But people ask me, was I scared? I'm like, no, I just felt ready. And honestly, Simon ended up being one of the most nice people. He's like, kind of like, I love that he was making sure that I was okay more than my performance, more than he always made sure I was okay. And that really meant so much to me. You know what I mean? So, and it was really cool because you always hear, how mean he can be sometimes, but I've always loved the realness of it all. But no, that was really special to me. But all the judges were super sweet. Terry was one of my favorite. Terry, I would have to say that was one of my favorite celebs to meet as well, because we were almost like friends, and said he always would say hi to me when he saw me and just rooted for me all the time.
Have fans of AGT come up to you and you've had like this moment where you're the celebrity in this?
It's the craziest thing ever. Yeah.
Tell us about like the wildest experience you've had being the celebrity.
I was in New York and I was walking just down, to the subway, and somebody yelled my name, and I thought it was somebody that knew me, because I wasn't thinking like that it would be, but they was like, Wyn Starks, we love the music, we love your heart. Can we take a picture? And that really, I was like, in New York of all places, you know what I mean? That's really special to me. That New York love means everything. And so, but I was also in Portland, Oregon on tour, this last tour that I went on with Delta Ray. And I was like, you know how we do sometimes, we forget things. I forgot my toothbrush. I was running around trying to find one. And then, so I went to 7-Eleven. They didn't, for some reason, you couldn't find one nowhere. I had to use the little hotel ones that I hate. But I was walking from there, and this person stopped me. They was like, do you know where a convenience store is? And then they looked at me like, wait, you're Wyn Starks. When I'm in Portland, Oregon, just a hoodie on, dressed down.
Yeah.
And then he was like, my daughter's not going to believe this. And we took a picture together, and that was really special to me. And there's been so many, every time I'm in the airport, somebody would say, like, were you on AGT? And that really is so special to me. Like, it's really surreal, actually. It's still.
I bet it is. And even the whole moment of America's Got Talent. I mean, who gets up and does an original song on America's Got Talent, by the way? I mean, that took a lot of courage.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I really just felt ready. I knew that that's the song that I wanted to do. The show was really supportive. And, there was 2 songs between that and a cover song. But I really felt so strongly about this one, and they were like, "Yes, let's do it." And because they were cool with either one that I did, but they really even was like, "Yeah, I think Who I Am is the one." So I ended up doing that, and I was so happy because that was one of my brother's favorite songs. Because I released my EP called Who I Am a few months before my twin brother passed away, and so I'm so glad that he got to hear it. That song resonated so much. Like I said, we're all on that journey of self-discovery, and that's what the song is about. And so I just felt ready. I really didn't feel a lot of like nerves or fear. Some nerves, but it was in that moment because I knew I was doing it for him.
I love that. And I think people felt like you were doing it for him, and felt his spirit there. It still comes through on the video. So
thank you, Anna. Thank you.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. So I know you're working on your second album.
I am. I'm very excited about it.
Okay. So we're working on the second album. What can people expect? Is it going to be like the same vibe as the first one? Or you bringing something new to the table? What can people look forward to?
I'm definitely staying true to who I am as an artist, but definitely bringing something new to the table. And I feel really good about this album. I'm very excited about it. I've been working hard on it with my boy Fred Williams, and he was actually hugely instrumental in me in this music journey that I'm on. So to come full circle and to be able to do this project together means so much to me, and I'm very excited about it. Like Who I Am was kind of my diary song on the last album, but I feel like I'm opening up a lot more on this one, being a lot more vulnerable about who I am, and just like, but there's going to be those fun songs and those, like, it's just going to be I really feel really, really good about this project, and I'm very excited about it. Some surprises on there for y'all, but I wait to share that, but it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I believe your voice is beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't even know how to characterize it, child. I was like, wait, you not falsetto, but you ain't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are you a soprano, alto? I don't know.
No.
When your range is kind of
Thank
sick.
you,
What's
Anna.
going on?
That's all the
Yeah.
singers I grew up listening to. No, but I did. I grew up, Whitney, Mariah, Brandy. I have Boys to Men there in the spin too, and Stevie and all those. And Stevie, he got range himself. So Michael.
Yes.
So I listened to a lot of singers with higher register voices too, and could tell a lot of the icons. I call them my vocal coaches.
They don't know, but
Exactly.
That's what it is, right?
Sure. I mean, I would study them for hours at a time and just listening to their albums, and that's why I love an album you can listen all the way through to. That's why I love vinyls are coming back, because you're forced to listen all the way through. It's something really special about that to me.
It is something really special about
Right?
that. And when you were naming those artists, I know
Right?
you grew up in the church, and I just knew you was gonna drop a couple gospel names up in there. I just knew it when.
But I can't. Like John P. Key, you got Helen Baylor. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of.
Did you say Helen Baylor?
Yeah, you know about Helen Baylor?
Child, you better stop
But
it.
I had a praying grandmother. No.
Come on.
No. But no.
Period.
And that's what I love. Like I say, I take all of what influenced me growing up, this music that influenced me, because I listened to everything growing up, and I love that I can just mash it into the sound that makes me. And I feel like all the icons, they didn't fit into a box. You know what I'm saying? They just released great music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it went everywhere.
And that's all we want.
It hit every chart. It hit everything because they were just being true to who they were as an artist. And when you love it all, what do? You make it your own. You know what I mean? And create a sound that's yours. And I'm so glad that I was able to do that but also these great influences, and inspirations that I've had the honor of gleaning from,
Yes. Now, I'm wondering if you can drop a couple bars for us. Now, I don't know if it's going to be, Who I Am. I also heard from Rodney that Giants single I heard is pretty hot. You've been rocking that on the scene. I don't know when. I'm just saying, like, you got a few bars you can drop to the people.
Well, maybe I'll do a little bit of Who I Am. Let me stand up for this. There's this part that when I do it live, I always come back in and I say, it's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. If I were to be anybody else, I'd just be hiding who I am. Who I am. It's always been there, it just took me a minute to find it. Who I am.
You better believe it's always been there. God dang it. Yes, it has. Wyn Starks.
That really hits me, and I can feel it resonating with so many, because it's already inside of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to unlock it. Because I said, a story that I tell was like, I used to be so hard on myself when I was young. And the news came to my school and did this interview with, they picked some students to interview. And I had a speech impediment, high voice, all these things that I'm insecure about have become my strengths now, that I was insecure about then, and even talking in front of people and all that. But I did this interview. I hated it. I felt like, I was like, oh my God, I just was really hard on myself. And then I went and watched that. I was like 12 or 13 at the time. And I went back and watched that interview. And I said, how could anybody ever be mean to him? He's so cute.
Talking about yourself.
But it does something when you watch yourself as a kid too, It reminds you to be so much nicer to yourself, because I locked him up for a long time and started trying to be what everybody else wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's always been there. It just took me a minute. I had to find him again and let him out and let him fly, And my brother, he's got wind beneath my wings, that's helped. That he's the reason, But I always say I'm the happiest that I've ever been, but the saddest I've ever been, because I just wish I could have my brother here to share this with me. But I feel him all around me and pushing me on and cheering me on. So that brings me, you know, a lot of comfort, you know, to know that. So
Yeah, and choose joy in those moments and choose love in those moments when you think about him, because it's coming through in your music.
thank you, man.
So,
Thank you.
so know that.
Thank you.
Know that. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much for
God.
joining me,
Anna,
Wyn.
let's do this again. This was so much fun.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Okay.
I love it. But thank you so much again, Anna. I'm just so happy to be here and be representing my community, and I love what you're doing. I think you're incredible, and so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We need queer artists out here who are happy and proud to be exactly who they are and living in their truth and singing their butts off and out here performing at Pride. You know, we need artists like you, Wyn.
Thank you,
So
Anna.
the community is grateful. So thank you so much.
Yes.